Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market and some diet today too. I go over a little bit of diet. So I told some guys like here, going on there what I was doing for my diet plan. And it's not really a diet plan because this is how I eat all the time, guys. I'm just going to cut back a little bit, but there's a couple things in there that I want to make clear because some people probably don't understand where I come from a 3-day fast, 5-day fast, and a 7-day fast. Okay. Before I get into cryptocurrency, here's the thing with the fast. The fast, I'm doing it for just to clean myself up and toughen myself up as a man. Okay, you should be able to sit in front of your computer and go 3 days without food, no problem. Okay, if it's like if you go through all these struggles and things like that, you probably need to healthen up a little bit. I'm not going to say that you're going to sit there, it's going to be easy and you're going to be in front of your computer like Superman going, oh, yeah, man, haven't had any food for 72 hours. Ain't no big deal. Not like that or anything like that. But like I do this to just clean myself up a little bit, like toughen up as a man. Hey, let's do it. And the other thing is, too, the most important part of the fast is not the fast. It's what you do after the fast. So the best thing that I found, what do you think your body's going to want after not eating for 5 days? Nutrients. How do you give it nutrients? Nutrient dense food. So it won't be fruit. It won't be celery. It won't be spinach either. You know what it'll be? It'll be this. Raw milk and raw eggs. Raw milk and raw eggs. Right there. That's the best. Those are the best two. Raw milk being probably really good. Especially if it's not fermented milk. And it's very, very anabolic. Yeah, I drink too much raw milk, I can easily gain weight. It's very anabolic. Obviously, it's made for babies, but it's very nutrient dense. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so here's the deal. Women produce raw milk. Cows produce raw milk. And you know what they do? They help babies grow. So obviously, they help people grow, get nutrients, what they need. Same thing with raw eggs too, guys. Lots of nutrients in raw eggs. And you get a lot. If you have a nice, get good farm-raised chickens from the raw eggs, you can get real vitamin D, okay? D3 from those two. So just want to put that out there, guys. It's not anything fantastical. If you do 3-day fast and you don't make it, it's not a big deal. Wait a month, try it again. If you're super, super skinny, don't do the 3-day fast, 5-day fast, 7-day fast. Gain a little weight and then do a fast. It's just, that's healthy too? To gain some weight and then do a fast. Burn a little bit of it off. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So 5 days, 7 day, you don't make it, it's not a big deal. Just want to put that out there. That's what I was doing with that. Some people had some questions about that on Twitter and were asking me about it. And it's not really anything crazy, guys. You're gonna when you want to lose a little bit of weight, you're gonna feel a little bit hungry all the time. I know somebody had said something about, oh, just eat healthy, do exercise. Go look at the American population. The fattest freaking nation in the history of mankind as of today. And that is true. Go look up the statistics. It is absolutely ridiculous. And guess what? Oh, yeah, just eat healthy and do some exercise. See, it's not working out too well for them, right? It's because they don't know. They don't understand the nature. They don't understand nature. There is nature has 100% success rate. 100% success rate. It will always win. Guaranteed. It will always win. So, all right, back on to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in a downtrend a little bit. And some people on Twitter don't short Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. I shorted Bitcoin yesterday. I was able to get some off there. It was running hot at 18,300 to run that down. And I decided to exit out of it. I shouldn't have, obviously, but it's all right. It's all right. So here's the deal with Bitcoin is that it's going to make another trek down, guys, more than likely. 13,000 to this area down here, 14,000, 13,000 it's going to be doing that, guys. In my opinion, I could be wrong about that, but I think you have a higher probability that it's going right down to there. But here's the thing too. If Bitcoin does this, guys, up here and maybe another one of those, and it kind of hits right there, that right there would be a short opportunity. Really, really nice short opportunity that I will pile into, and I'll go, if I see that like ultimate setup, like that, I will do that, guys. So you take a look at the 12-hour. So the reason I pulled off a short yesterday is just because how high this was in the RSI. So you can see how high that is, how that is. All you got to do really look for shorts is you just go to your RSI, guys. Okay. And you see the setup with that, whatever asset. Okay. You know, the 12-hour, you can go to the daily 12-hour, check the 8-hour, but you can see once it gets above that area, into that area, down, you know, hits the area, came down eventually, hit the area, down, hit the area, down, hit this area, more than likely down. It could go back up. Okay. You can just plainly see when Bitcoin's in a downtrend, you know, it hits those areas. So here's the thing right here, guys. If perhaps it might do something like this one, you see that one right there? It could do something like that, and then it might go back up again, right? And then in this area right here will be the opportunity on a short to make a good amount of money right there, guys. Okay. Like, you know, I don't like shorting when Bitcoin's that low, but with the setup like that, and then it being in a downtrend, the risk to reward ratio to this side on Bitcoin is going to be really, really good. Okay. In my opinion. So that's how I see it. And I want to go over, you know, the whole Fed thing. I made some posts about that. You know, old Powell there is coming out with a pretty hawkish tone, and he is saying that they raised the rates. You know, it was 4.6 was the area they wanted to go with interest rates. Now they raised it to 5.1, which they're not that far off from 5.1. So where are they at now? They're at 4%. So they're now between 4.25 and 4.5. You know, they only need to do another 50 basis point rate hike till they're at 5, guys. That's it. That's it. So the market is reacting in a way where the market is telling us that they're calling his bluff. They think that he's bluffing in the DXY too, guys. The market thinks that he's bluffing, that they're not going to go through with all this and just raise rates all the way through 2023. As a matter of fact, it does seem like the market is thinking that the Fed's going to raise rates to the 5.1. So they might have 2 more rate hikes as an example, and then they'll keep it there for a few months and then start lowering rates. That's the message the kind of market is putting off. And that's also the message the bond market is putting off there too, guys. So it remains to be seen. I'm going more with what the data is saying than what the Fed is saying. Okay. So the Fed is really good at doing hat tricks with their words, not with what they do, because they're not controlling as much of the market as you guys think they are. The only thing they're controlling is people's minds to make them stay out of the market. So they hear interest rate hikes, we're hawkish, we're, you know, they're sending that message out there to some institutions and retail traders, and they won't get in because they just think until the interest rates go up or start going down, that the market is going to start going up again. So that's what they're waiting for. And typically, you know, maybe you could be right, you could be wrong, but it doesn't always work like that, guys. You can go look at the history of the markets and see that there's a lot of opportunities where markets really went up very aggressively while interest rates went up. So, okay. Now I was going to go over some other ones. Here's a left zero, guys. A left zero is in its trend right here. It probably try to pull off some sort of wave sequence. I was looking at that yesterday right here, and then up, and you can see. So a left zero could come back down and test these areas. So that'd be a good area to pick it up. Barn bridge or bond. Still looking at to maintain that low right there, guys, of $3.18. So keep an eye on that one. I think it's going to be a pretty good performer going into the next wave run. Whenever that will happen. I went over Chili's to explain that, guys. Is Chili's done? You know, it could be. I'm still expecting another low on Chili's. Made a video explaining that, how Chili's could be a really good opportunity to get into a wave run over there, guys. You got to remember too, you have to wait. You're going to have to be patient with some of these assets, especially now it's going on. Like in the crypto market, the message being sent in the crypto market, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum and Binance, and just looking at the charts, this is the message I get. People are just terrified. They're terrified. They're not ready to put any of their money in. They don't They just think they don't know what to do. People are putting up their hands and they are scared of doing anything right now with anything. And it's flowing over into the some of the altcoins. So right now it's going to be vitally important to make sure you're in the correct coins with the correct setups or decent setups to what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to make a ton of money? No, I'm not saying it's going to mean you're going to make a ton of money, but it increases your odds exponentially that you can. Okay. So like, for example, Tron. Okay. Tron's chart does not look good. I would not be over who's in that DDD or whatever it was has a problem with a stable coin that's losing peg. Once again, here we are. Stable coin, algorithmic stable coin losing its peg. Oh, we're going through this again. Like this is supposed to be a surprise. So the track record of these algorithmic stable coins, not good, not good. I won't be messing with them anymore. I won't. It's a waste of time. It doesn't work. They can't figure it out. You know, obviously it works great during the bull run, but when it becomes bear cycle, it just falls apart. It falls apart. So be careful of those things. Flux is another one. You check that out. If it maintains that low, be checking in an area for a decent setup there, back down, up, back down. So that's a good setup. You see that setup like that. Okay. So that's what I mean by a good setup. Like here's Flux, up in a wave, back down, up in a potential wave, back down. Keep your eye on that and then get into that. Phantom, possibly another one maintaining that 16 cents low with Phantom, guys. Gala could potentially be another one, a little bit high risk play, but its setup actually doesn't even look that beautiful, but it is in an area where it should be holding on to those support areas with Gala. Now, it's a higher risk play. It's in the gaming sector. If I had a choice between Gala and UFO Gaming, I have to go with UFO Gaming. Not to say that UFO Gaming is a better token. The setup is better. UFO Gaming went up to a wave and it's correcting that wave. Potential go up for another wave. Okay. That's not to say that once everything starts ripping, the Gala can't rip out of there, guys. So, you know, plan accordingly with the better setups, especially now with everything that's going on in the macro environment with these coins. I'm keeping my eye on Illuvium. Illuvium's down there struggling off the bottom, trying to get something together for itself. It still hasn't proven to me that it's ready yet. KDA, Caspa is another one. This right here. Okay, here's the deal, guys, right here. I'm actually looking at the cryptocurrency market where I think the potential for a coin like this to rip off a decent wave is probably a lot better than it is like Ethereum right now. Okay. Or a Binance coin. Well, they'll put Binance in the mix right now. It's got some FUD issues and maybe, you know, it's got to suss itself out a little bit, but I hope Binance coin is okay. People that want Binance to fail, they basically want the crypto market to fail and, or temporarily fail, I should say, you know. So, you know, people say that. So I like some of these bears, I understand. They want it to be bearish all the time. And you just want stuff to go down because it can't always go down. At some point, it's going to reverse. So, Caspa coin, and then another one I'm looking at, guys. It's a degenerate little play right here. Is Amplify, and I got on Uniswap. Okay, and Uniswap, I wasn't able to do my swaps yesterday on Uniswap. Like I just kept clicking it, and I'm like, what's going on here? You know. Well, you're not giving me my coins, man. You're just sitting there doing nothing. Well, I had to raise up the slippage to get it done, and it was still pretty cheap. So be aware of that. Raise up the slippage. Don't go over and screw around with that other area to get it. I think it's called Bitmart or something like that. Bitmart's a joke. It's a joke. Like if you live in the United States, let's use some sort of VPN or something maybe like that. But if you live in the United States, you get on this thing, and all it's going to let you do is trade basically Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. That's it. So, but anyhow, this I'm starting to like the setup here with Amplify, guys. There's a guy here. Let me see, what's his name? I go over to my notifications over here. I'll show you this guy. Where is he? Val. This is the guy that made me aware of it. So, okay, this guy. Where is he? No, this guy, Val, right here. Guy Val. He's the one that made me. He's in Dubai, and he made me aware of this one. So this is a coin with a decent setup, guys. Okay. So like if you get a coin right here and you make this massive move, this was a 30x basically, guys, from here to here if you rode that up. All right. But like this is gambling. You know, you have to really, really have a skill of being able to pick these things. Okay. That's not my skill. If there's some guy out there that has this skill that can, oh, yeah, this coin's going to pump next and buy it here and write that up. Hey, I wish I had that power, man. I wish I had power like that. I'm not able to do that. But I know that with Amplify, it went up into a wave and it came back and corrected a wave. And now it's over here making some more waves in this direction. Okay. So here's the deal with it. The way I'm looking at it, I'm layering in. I saw a bounce off there. I got confirmation that it's not a corrective bounce. So I was worried about this being an ABC, like ABC. It came back down and busted that. So it's not an ABC. Came back down to my trend. As you can see, my trend right there bounced right off of it. Okay, you see that? Boom. And the other nice thing about this coin is that it only has $300,000 in trading volume. You know, this thing really can rip, guys. So you would be aware of that. Bitcoin doesn't have to go up for this thing to rip. Okay. So, you know, it bottomed there in August, basically the 9th of August, 10th of August, and it finished off its wave September. And it just went up and Bitcoin was doing its own thing. So, hey, this is a high risk play, you know, not financial advice, but I think right now, considering the conditions of the market, finding these small little gem of a coins that are out there are going to be better deals than, say, plopping your money right now into Ethereum. Now, that doesn't mean you take, if you're going to put, you know, 10% of your cryptocurrency portfolio into Ethereum, I'm not saying put 10% of it into Amplify. You got to lower that down a little bit, okay? You got to lower that down like 1%, something like that, okay? Or 2% at the most. So have a strategy right there. Most of you guys know that. You know what kind of risk you're willing to tolerate with it. Okay? And the other one, Barn Bridge 2 is another one. I'm waiting for Barn Bridge, some signals from it. I'm not getting it quite yet. Ergo was another one I'm checking out, guys. It does look like it's trend, but got to suss that out to see if it's some sort of corrective bounce. Okay. Energy web token. It did a wave. Now it's coming down to correct it. Actually looking for the 342 on energy web in that area, and also see what it's going to do when Bitcoin does a dump. Okay. Phantom went over that. GMX, a lot of people are GMX, I'm waiting for it to suss itself out, guys. Okay. It has gone up a lot. I'm late to the party on that one. I'm going to go, okay, let me see what's going on with this coin. Okay. For doing anything with it. All right. We want to really see the RSI get down a little bit lower, you know, before you start jumping into something like that, guys. In my opinion, went over Caspa. I like Caspa. I like KDA. You know, KDA is in that area to pay attention to, guys. You know, off of that 78 cents low. Okay. Lido Dow is another one. You know, still this area, 86, 87 cents, or maybe a little bit lower to be scoping that one out here into the next wave run. So you got to realize too, guys, you know, Bitcoin does a bottom and it just sits in that area, maybe goes up a little bit, back down. And it's going to just go back up and down, maybe for a little bit, like it did back in 2015, I think, coming out of there. You know, some of these coins are going to rip, guys. Some of these coins are going to rip. Okay. Let me go here. TW. Okay, this one's finally coming down. Trust Wallet, come down. First step, $1.90, $1.85, that area. UFO Gaming, same thing. Check this one out right here and see if it maintains that low right here, this area, guys, to be picking that up and looking at UFO. So this is the setup I'm talking about. Okay, you see the setup up in a wave, correcting in a wave, back over here, and they could do something over here, guys. That's the setup. I go over these YouTube channels, and not all these channels, some of these channels, but none of these channels that I see, from what I can tell, unless there's something I'm missing out of it, is that they're not even getting people ready for, you know, potential move to the upside that could be coming. Okay, so that's what stop losses are for. Quant is another one. So we'll go into, here's Quant. Quant's another one you want to keep your eye on. This one's going to be pretty good. I think Quant's probably going to hold on to that $93 low, guys. But if it gets back down into that area, that'll be a really good signal, depending on what's going on in the cryptocurrency market. Vulcan Forge, another one. These lows, $2.63 back down. come down and break it? It could, but with Vulcan Forge, anything, you know, above $2.05 in this area is still going to look really good. But I don't think it's going to get down that low. It could, but I don't think so, guys. All right, that's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.